it's Chrissy again, and today I have for y'all a different kind of book haul. See, my mom decided to drag me to a series of garage sales this last Saturday. I'm not a huge fan of garage sales, but even my mom had to agree. My mom, who personally keeps telling me how I should not buy any more books until I've read all the ones on my shelf. Never gonna happen. But she keeps telling me that even she could not deny that you cannot pass up a book for a quarter. So I have a whole lot of books here that I really don't plan on reading anytime soon. They're books that I thought may look interesting, may not. I have some nonfiction type things, and I have a lot of books, but I wanted them. They were a quarter. How do you resist? First, I have a few Nicholas Sparks books. I've actually not read anything by Nicholas Sparks, though I have seen pretty much all of her book movie adaptations. I know I'm a horrible reader. I've seen the adaptations without reading the book. I'm a horrible person. However, I do have quite a few of her books, and they were a quarter, so I got a few more. And FYI, I don't know much about these books. No, not much at all. So I'm just really going to tell you all the title and the authors. So I have At First Sight by Nicholas Sparks. Then I have The Choice by Nicholas Sparks. And I have heard some really good things about this one. And then a book that I did not even know was a book before it was a movie, because I was that young when it came out. A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. Next, I have books 3 through 6 of the Left Behind series. And that is Nikolai, Soul Harvest, Apolline, you can read it, and Assassins. Now, no, I haven't read the first 2 books of the Left Behind series. I haven't read any of the Left Behind series. However, my brother owned the first 2 of the series and then passed them on to me because I'm the one with the library, and I've actually not read them. I have no immediate intentions on reading them, and I actually almost got rid of them a while back. I have no idea how many books are in the series. No idea. But they were a quarter each, and I had the first 2. How do you turn that down? You don't. That's how. Next, I've been on a fantasy kick ever since Throne of Glass, and these books just look fantasy-esque. Fantasy-like? They look like fantasy books, and I thought they're a quarter. First, I have Everworld, which is books 1 and 2 of I Don't Know What, by K.A. Applegate. Yeah. Then I have Throne of Jade by Naomi Novik. The next 2 actually are on my I want to read list, though they are further down the list. I have been wanting to read these. And then I have A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. And this, my understanding, is the second book in the Game of Thrones or Fire and Ice series. They didn't have Game of Thrones at the garage sale, but they had the second book, and I couldn't resist. I couldn't. I really want to read the series. The only problem is that the series, my understanding is that the series is 5 books long already, but unfinished, and each book is over 1,000 pages each. And as much as I want to read that book, there are many books I want to read, and those books would take like 3 months of my life. And there's so many other books I want to read. So I will read these. I have a second one out. I will read them. It's just not soon, probably. But they're on the list. First, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Also, a random fantasy book that I realized after I bought it was like the 13th book in the series. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm trying to find the name now. I think it's the Redwall series, and this is The Legend of Luke. I don't know. It was an impulse buy. It was a church garage sale. It went to a good cause. Next, I have some nonfiction poetry type books. Yes, that required creepy jazz fingers. I don't know what else you'd call those. Anyways, so I have the Oxford Book of American Verse. I could not resist. I don't even read that much poetry, but come on now, it sounds fancy. See? The Oxford Book of American Verse. That is my mother. That was my mom. Back to the book haul. Next, I have Masterpieces of Fantasy and Wonder, compiled by David G. Hartwell. There's not really a cover to it, but yeah. Like I said, ever since Throne of Glass, I've been in a fantasy mood, and it was a quarter. Next, I have The Letters of Carl Sandburg. I don't even know who Carl Sandburg is, but I like history and I like letters, and I just got done reading Love Letters to the Dead, which really, I liked letters before that. I have a collection of famous letters from American women too. Yeah, I like letters. It was a quarter. So, The Letters of Carl Sandburg. Yeah. And no, we are still not done. Next, I have the Viking Book of Poetry of the English-speaking world. Once again, it looks fancy. Just a tad. The English accent doesn't work for the Viking poetry, but it still looks fancy, and it was a quarter, and I do like poetry. I do read poetry, just probably not as much as I should. Still. Now, the next one was kind of a weird buy, but once again, it was a quarter, and I was intrigued. And that is literature. Yes, it is a literature textbook. But I assumed that there are probably interesting short stories in here, and ideas, and writing prompts, and stuff that I might find interesting one day when I'm bored and want to peruse a literature textbook. And the next thing I bought at the garage sale, which isn't really technically a book, is a stack of National Geographic. They had a whole box full, and well, they're National Geographics. I thought, why not? $1 for all of them. I'm gonna drop these. Yeah. Now, to pick them all up at once. Seriously, go to the box. Come back here, Legend of Luke. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have them stacked. Now can I pick them up and put them all in the frame? Ah! Oh, is that all of them? I think I got them all. I'm gonna put these down now. Well, that was my garage sale book haul. I hope you enjoyed. And please leave a comment below if you've read any of the books I've showed and just thought they were amazing, because I have no idea what half of them are about. So I'd like to know. Yes! Also, let me know if you think you could turn down a book for a quarter, and what book that would be, because I can't apparently turn down any book when it's just a quarter. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me. But anyways, that is all I have for y'all today, so